Hello, Commanders! Welcome to a new season with some buffs and some gold. Lots and lots of gold. Here's a Dumb and Dumber joke for those of you who are familiar with that movie. Welcome to Ranked Play with Matthremar, episode 21. We have a Pheonix and Draining Spirit buff test. We're going to see how these units perform and what kind of mechanics we can use to maximize them. If you like what you see here, please do like, subscribe, and if you want notifications when I drop new videos, hit that notification bell. Also, if you have comments or if you have a build that you think is worth having a look at, please feel free to comment on that below. So let me show you what we are working with here. This is the build that I've set up. It's another fire slash Necrolord build. We have our rank 3 Sword of the Pheonix. We've got 4% max health damage per tick, and it lasts over 100% longer. We've got some pretty solid rolls on it. Then we've got our Skull of the Necrolord, which is intended to keep everything occupied for as long as possible and to keep it stuck in those entangling roots that you see there in the front. And then we have our Spear of Cataclysm. We have it to rank 3, finally, and we have some decent rolls on it, but it could be way better. I just am very careful how I spend my fragments these days. So that's the build that we're working with. For artifacts, we have 2 Pheonix units, and we don't have any Power Stones yet because it's very early in the season. We have the 1 set of Plaguebearers, which don't have any Power Stones either, and we have the 2 sets of Entangling Roots with no Power Stones. We also have Emberfiend with no Power Stones. So what can I do with virtually no Power Stones? The only Power Stone I do have is a Corrupted damage on my level 12 Draining Spirit. We've got the 3 of them up front. So the theory here is that we're going to get everybody mired in the Entangling Roots up front, and the Phoenixes are going to pop up and nuke everything from side to side, and there will be a little bit of Phoenix pong back and forth, with the Emberfiends providing some sustained application of fire from a distance. So let me show you how this turned out. Okay, we have a squad. Marches right into my Draining Spirits. Pheonix units cook everything but the Stormcaller. And wow, that was smooth. So skeletons have reduced damage from the Draining Spirits now. It's from 25% down to 12.5. So the skeletons can go a lot further to carrying those Draining Spirits. Okay, here we go. Kalani, we've got another squad build. I hit everything but the Frost Wizard. He's got the Ring of Unity on, so there's not going to be any heal for his order units. So it's just a matter of if he can get to my stuff before he gets roasted by the Pheonix units and the Emberfiends. You see the meteor popping up every so often. Oh, that was smooth. Again, we're not trying to bag on anybody, we're just showing how the build works. Okay, Dan the Damaged. We've got a nature build, and even one hit on an untamed beast is enough to, well, enough to kill it if they don't get a heal from a druid. He's got the 2 druids, but we've got enough to keep him distracted and to slow him down to where he can't get to everything, and we clean it up. So that one was very smooth. Okay, Waba with a Snow Globe build. Now watch this. Emberfiend can shoot all the way back to that Mind Corruptor now with its increased range, and it's also got a wider cone. So I just thought that was kind of neat. Right up at the front, we're able to reach that Mind Corruptor way in the back. Now he's able to mind control my top Emberfiend, and this is before I leveled up that bottom Emberfiend to level 8, so I think it's still level 7 if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's just the Pheonix units just keep popping back up, the skeletons keep popping, and look at those skeletons. Look how far they're running. The Draining Spirits have a buff to their damage, but they also have reduced damage to the Chaos units, which enables them to still get a very comparable distance to what they were doing before. Okay, so we got Del Castle, we've got Toe, Crown of the Lightbringer, and Pendant on a squad build. And yeah, that druid can heal a few things, the crown can heal a few things, but you keep adding fire over and over and over again, and it's just a slow roast. The roots make it very difficult for the eternal champions to get from one Pheonix to the other. By the time they do that, the other one's ready to pop back up, and they just run back and forth. Emberfiends are applying fire the whole time, and it's a percentage on application and on tick. All right, Olaf. Okay, this one's a little dicey. We got rank 3 on his nature artifact, and he just zips through with that stealth and takes out one of my Emberfiends and pretty much everything else. But we got a Pheonix still in the game. It's going to be tight. Okay, other Pheonix is up. We're starting to cook his druid. And it looks like I'm going to be toast. Oh, close. We barely pulled that one off. All right, and we're closing in on the top 100 now. It's early in the season. People are still figuring out the new mechanics. There's lots of stuff going on. We had a giant swarm just dive right into the Entangling roots with a Death Knight. And yeah, the Draining Spirits and the fire, just too much. There goes all your army. It's one hit, and it's a death sentence. It may not be an instant kill, but it is a death sentence unless you can get some kind of heal. And with these Chaos armies, there is no heal. You can't do it effectively. A Valkyrie can only target one unit, and that doesn't do you any good on a swarm. Can't target a Death Knight. So, well, you can target a Death Knight, but it won't do you any good. So yeah, the Devourer, you saw that flanked between the two Pheonix units, and it just ran back and forth. And now I have had a few times where the Devourer just stomps me, but that one, it just lucked out that it was stuck in the roots and the Pheonix units were far enough apart. Okay, Vizzled. Got a Mind Corruptor. There's no Barrier Monk. Not that I'm too concerned about that. Alright, Skellies are moving in with those Draining Spirits. We have a special delivery. Got Plague on my top Pheonix there. It's taken it a while to get down. But yeah, those skeletons, they just keep pushing those Draining Spirits further in, and boom, game over. Now, the reason I'm showing a lot of wins is because I had a lot of wins. I climbed very quickly because I was very low in the rankings and ended up in the top 100 for a while. And then I started to lose, again, about 50% of the time, and then it kind of settled in the 150-ish range. But there's a lot of changes that are going to occur with how people set up their builds over the course of the day and over the course of the coming week as we get accustomed to these new corrupted power stones. Well, the reintroduction of the corrupted power stones. We've had them once before. But yeah, Hate Me. Okay, we got yeah, just flawless. Look at that. All right. Oops, what is happening here? Back up. There we go. Okay, we were at Vizzled. Hate Me. There we go. Okay, Silent Avenger. And this is where we're in the top 100. We almost cracked the top 50, I think. I might have gotten to like 48 or 49 in this process, but this one, you can see sometimes it's just too much. He just mowed right over me, and I got totally owned. So this was kind of where I capped out, and from there on out, it was kind of hit or miss on where this landed me. Sendman. Okay, we got a squad build. I hit all the way back to that Cannoneer with that first gust. Now, he's got the Druid that's going to do some heals, but look at this Stormcaller here. It doesn't connect. Everything is so far apart that the Stormcaller can't chain to anything, so its effectiveness is being muted by the fact that it can only hit basically one thing at a time. Sometimes it'll hit the Pheonix and some of the Plaguebearers initially, but those die, and the skeletons deliver the Draining Spirits, and then it's just a matter of getting a burn on him and he's toast. But yeah, the Emberfiends have such good range on them that they never get close enough to the Pheonix units, usually, to have that connection. Okay, Rio Storm. Okay, Eternal Souls. Alright, ooh, Cannoneer hit that Pheonix back, so now it's by my Emberfiend. My Emberfiend's getting jacked. And now he's marching up to the other Emberfiend. Oh, okay, this it's not looking so hot for me. I think I'm going down. Yep, there we go. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. You saw me cook a lot of squads, but it doesn't always work. Okay, didn't rename this one, so let's just see what we're working with here. KLG. Whoosh. Oh my goodness. I hit his entire build either with the Draining Spirits or the Fire right off the start. Oh my goodness, that was savage. Deleted. Again, not trying to pick on anybody. I'm sure he's kicking every other person's butt. But man, that was satisfying to see that whole swarm just melt. Oh, we already showed one up against this guy. We'll go ahead and skip that. He's going to kick my butt again. All right, top 100. This was the time frame, the last several battles, and then a few battles going forward where I was in the top 100 and started to note it. I finally noticed that I was there. But yeah, that the Pheonix units, if you put them on all the way on the very top and the very bottom, their run pattern typically has them run almost all the way to the back. You'll see that with Stormcallers a lot, that they'll ignore the stuff that's in the middle and run all the way to the back corner and kill whatever's there. And you're like, what the heck? Why don't you path like everything else? So the Pheonix units kind of do the same thing. It ran all the way back there to that Arcane Archer and cooked it. So that was very handy. Let's see. I think, did we... Okay, Christian. Yeah, I see this guy on Discord a lot. Seems like a nice dude. Oh, okay, this one is notable because he's got the Bulwark of the Dragon Slayer. And notice how there is no fire. Like, I am getting jack crap as far as fire is concerned. And he is just mowing right along. Steamroll. Poof. Goodbye, Emberfiend. Yeah, that fire is just not catching. There's nothing happening. So, yeah, it's just a matter of time. Boom, I'm down. Wow, that Bulwark of the Dragon Slayer is something else. All right, let's see what we got here. Frumbra. AGR. I think that's Avengers. One of their several clans. I could be wrong. But yeah, look at that. The Draining Spirits and the Fire. Just hitting that entire swarm. The only thing is, can I stay alive long enough to have it top everything off here? Okay, my Emberfiends are down, so it's down to the Pheonix units. And it's not looking so hot. Yeah, I think I'm toast. Good job. All right, we got another Bulwark. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, Nature Bulwark. That was interesting. Look at this. He's using the Bulwark with his Nature build, and I can't do anything to him. Look at that. Mowed down without remorse. I am just savaged by those beasts. So yeah, the Bulwark may be a big deal. There's a huge buff on that. We'll maybe have to look at that and do a video on that one. All right, Zodix. Oh, this one was good. Look at those. Level 11 Eternal Champions. And I hit that Stormcaller with the first shot, so he's toast. We got a Mind Corruptor in there, though, so I could be in some trouble. Okay, he flips my Pheonix, but then the Pheonix dies, so I'm going to have it back here in just a second. And his ECs are getting close. Oh, they turn around, go back through the Entangling Roots, and that's enough to buy me some time. And it's not looking so hot. I don't have anything left, but Mind Control wears off. Skellies get that special delivery all the way to both units. And poof. So that one was tight. I was a little worried, but it ended up working out in the end. Okay, so Bob Ross, love the name. We have a happy little Stormcaller here who's going to run right up into the big middle of everything to try and get to that rear Emberfiend. He turns around every so often to get the Skellies that pop from the Draining Spirits, proccing that Skull of the Necrolord. And then the Pheonix pops and boom, he's down. So I've just got to be able to get to these ranged units and I'm clear. So yeah, it's looks like I've got it well in hand. But yeah, I really enjoyed this build. It's very similar to the Pheonix Pong build that I did a while ago. Oh, this one is good. Okay, Kidney Thief, Clanmate duel, Clanmate show off. Here we go. All right, Pheonix got knocked way back, so he got my Emberfiend. I think, yeah, my other Emberfiend has moved up quite a bit just because he was consolidated on that top line. So there goes my other Emberfiend. And can I ping-pong him enough between these Pheonix units? This is going to be close. Can I get the other Pheonix to pop in time? Okay, there we go. Oh, he cleansed the Cannoneer. I might be in trouble. What? Can I get him? Poof. Good job, Kidney. Way to go, bro. All right, and this will be our last one for this round. We might have some more later. But thank you for watching. Oh, look at these fire versus fire. We got a whole bunch of Fire Knights, so they're not going to take nearly as much damage, and the fire's not going to last nearly as long. And it's just a matter of whether or not he can push through to reach those rear units in time. He's got an Emberfiend, a whole bunch of Fire Knights, and we'll see whose fire prevails. So anyway, thank you for watching. We'll have some more content for you soon. And this is going to be a really fun patch. I'm excited for all the gold buffs, for the Pheonix buffs, the Draining Spirit buffs, and we'll probably take a look at the Bulwark of the Dragon Slayer with the buff that they gave that. Oh, we don't want the Emberfiend. Let's show you the Bulwark of the Dragon Slayer. I've got it to rank 2. So look at that, 72.5% chance of avoiding becoming avoiding it and becoming immune for 3.5 seconds. So that's ridiculous. When a condition is avoided, your unit takes 45% reduced damage from all sources for 3 seconds. So yeah, with all the fire builds that we're going to see, and then there's a lot of plague builds out there right now, that Bulwark is going to be huge. All right, please like and subscribe, and we will have more content for you soon. Thanks.